Students, those who says good evening, I am also saying good evening. What I am saying and what you are saying, there is no shrink in that. Online students, am I audible to you? Okay. So let's move to the further. Today I'm going to start new topic. Today I'm going to start the new topic. Up to the last class, we already completed the topic called functions completed. And today I'm going to enter into the modules. Some modules concept we are going to discuss. Modules in Python. So from this place, here we are going to discuss. So here I already said in the class. Here you just observe it. I already said in the class. Index, if you open it, functions, after that modules. Modules extension is packages. Already mentioned here. Mr. Hemanath Sai, don't waste your time. Already mentioned here. Try to remember that. Now I'm going to enter into the index. So in the index, we are talking about purpose of module, purpose of module, purpose of modules. Next I'm talking about definition of module, definition of module. Next we are talking about types of modules, types of modules. There we talk about predefined, predefined or built-in modules, built-in modules. Second, programmer, programmer or user or custom defined modules, custom defined modules, custom defined modules, custom defined modules, followed by examples, followed by examples over here. And next we are talking about development of programmer defined modules, programmer defined modules, development of programmer defined modules, steps for development of programmer defined modules, number of approaches, there we talked about, number of approaches, there we talk about programming examples. And next we are talking about number of approaches to reuse, to reuse modules, to reuse modules. There we talk about by using import statement, by using import statement, B, by using from import statement, from import statement, by using import statement, by using from import statement, by using import statement, from import, from import statement, followed by programming examples, programming examples, very important. Okay. And next, this is one thing we talked about it. Next, we talked about reloading modules, reloading the module, reloading the modules, reloading the modules. Next, implementation of, or I can say reloading modules, followed by programming examples. So we'll go for some examples now. Some like case study, like I will explain to you. Case study, like we'll go for that case study. This is called modules concept, which is very, very easy and also a little bit tricky and almost you will get feel like it's a stepping stone to enter into the a project view like. Okay. So let us start understanding about purpose of modules. Go to the PyCharm now. Through an example, I will start so that you can understand it quickly. Online students, are you ready now to understand this modules? Can you express your readiness? Right. Let's start. So let us close this project. Here I'm going to take up, close this project. So there I'm going to take up 4 p.m. Okay. This you try to, this was completed in the class. Okay. So now I'm going to take it new and I'm taking here 6 p.m. 6 p.m. modules. Okay. So take care students. Now I'm going to start with. So far what we used to deal with functions. What is the use of functions? Answer my question. What is the use of function? Hmm? Functions? Functions? Who will say correct answer? Don't say half of knowledge is more dangerous because I'm unable to see that half of knowledge. What is the use of functions? Half of knowledge is 1/4 answer. If we say like that, problem it is. Good. Say. So both of you stand up. Hmm. Stand up. Good. Both of them good. If I combine both of them, it will become more good. Stand up. Red t-shirt and another red shirt. Reusability. Who said? Correct answer. Hmm. The correct. I know your tone also I will remember. My student's tone also I will remember. Stand up. Correct. Hey, why? Correct. Both of you. Correct. Say your answer. Say I should listen. Huh? It's called function definition. I'm asking purpose. Don't know. But how can I hear a correct answer from you, Sido? Provides. Good. Before that, good. Performs. Combine together and say functions are used for performing operation and provides code reusability. Sido. I thought you answered correct. I misunderstand. So see, Mudhubabalu, all of you come. Functions. Functions here. ఎందుకే మీరు అసలు గుర్తుండదు మీకు అసలు are you senior citizens or what? Look at the purpose of functions is that to perform an operation or task and provides code reusability. Beginning, I said very important. The purpose of functions is that to perform certain operation or task and provides what? Code reusability. I asked purpose. Definition of function is different. Purpose of function is different. And whatever I am asking, you are saying this, your answer. So this is the one. Now I am going to enter into this place. Careful, try to understand. New, I'm going to take up. First, I'm going to write it. Mathsinfo.py. Mathsinfo.py. Carefully try to listen. I'm taking mathsinfo.py. There I'm taking pi is equal to 3.14. What is that? Pi is equal to 3.14. What is the value? It's a global variable that is. What is pi is equal to 3.14? Pi value. Pi is equal to 3.14 is called a global variable. మీకు ఎంత చెప్పిన అంతే ఇంకా. So E is equal to 2.71. It's called a global variable. Here, Pi and E are called global variables. Are called global variables. Global variables completed? Completed, huh? Seema is saying 22/7 also. So, what to answer? Sometimes I'll get different. So, 22/7 also. I can say 220/70 also. 22/7 also. 220/70 also. Somebody will say 0, 0 cancel 22/7 also. Like that, if you answer it, where is that ending? Come to the point. PA and E are called what? Global variables. Now, so far what we did, print off, in the same program we used it, or in different functions of same program we used it. Print off what? E. Try to run it, we got the answer. Where is the global variables present? In the same place. I am using in the same place, we got the answer. That's well and good. Now my requirement is this kind of thing. In my real-time project, these are the constant values present into maths info.py. Somebody else, some software engineer, some other member of my team, he has written his program name called se1.py. He is trying to write the statement called print pi and e. He don't want to write again pi is equal to 3.14, e is equal to 2.71. They don't want to write. If E and Pi require 100 times in my project, 100 times I don't write E and Pi values. How many times I will write? One value. Sit down here. So both of you sit here. So I want to write Pi and E. How many times? One time. And I want to reuse throughout all my programs. So far what we did, we reused our global variables in the same program in different functions. Today I want to use that PI into some other program also. Earlier, once again I am saying, this is the same program, global variables used in where? Used in where? Same program. Used in which program? Today what I am saying, different program. I am using global variables of one program into where? Another program I decided to use. This is by default not possible. If I want to use global variables of one program into another program, I need one special concept called modules. What is the concept name? Modules. So the question is what? How do you reuse global variables of one program into another program? What is the concept? Modules. By default, not possible. Here, if I write again, it is possible. Getting. But I don't want to write already used or not. Again, if I write it, is it taking more space? If I want 200 times, I don't want to write. If I write again and again, it takes a lot of time. If I run my code, what is happening? PA is not defined. So I will remove. E is going to be again what? Not defined. Again remove. Again remove. So that is nothing but what? Nothing is useful. So global variables by default used in where? Same program. But today's my requirement is want to use across the programs. Across the programs provided they present in which folder? Same folder. Global variables present in which program? Mathsinfo.py. Another program project name is what? se1.py. Present in which folder? That time I want to use program to program access. Present in same folder. I will use which concept? Modules. This is called one folder. This is called one folder. X program, Y program. X program, Y program to use which concept? Module. This is called some other folder. Some other folder. I want to use global variables of one program, one folder into another folder of another machine or same machine. There is a folder to folder access. Modules concept is not useful. I need to go for which concept? Packages. Functions, modules, packages. Functions, global variables, packages. I'm going to talk. First of all, is it clear? How can I exchange the global variables data from one program to another program where both of them belongs to same folder? Which concept? So modules are used for what? Transporting or exchanging global variables from one program to another program. Very, very important. Students in online, did you understand the need of module? Respond all of you once. Your response important for me. So ultimately, I'm going to write it. This is able to access, unable to access. Come on, fast. So I will come back. I will come back. I will come back once again. Once again, I will come back. Hold on. Now I'll go to one more. Look at one more situation I'm telling. Not only global variables, AOP.py. This is another program I'm going to write it. In that I'm defining some OP of A comma B. I'm defining here called what? Sum of first value comma second value is equal to dot format of what? A comma B comma A plus B. Now I'm taking one more type of function. Now I'm taking one more type of function. A comma B, I'm writing here sub OP, sub OP. I'm writing sub of, I'm writing minus here. I'm writing next is called what you know? MULOP. MULOP, I'm taking MULOP. Of I'm taking here MUL here. And I'm writing A star B, I'm writing enough. What these are all called function definitions. And earlier, what I used to write in the same program, I used to write what? Main program. Are you following? So I used to call it as what? Sum OP of 1020, sub OP of what? 2 comma 4, and MULOP of what? 4 comma 5, and I try to run it. I used to get my results. That means KVR is a programmer defined by himself, reused by himself in which program? Same program. By default, functions makes us to understand. Once we define, we can reuse it in the same program. Okay. My real intention is not to reuse in the same program. My intention is what? To reuse in where? Another program. SE2.py. My team member who is a person SE2. SE2 is my team member. He said, my sir already defined in one place. Definition he defined. Why should I define the same thing once again? He said what? My sir already defined. I will just pass the value 1020. This is called what? Function call. Function call present in where? Different program. What is this program name now? SC2.py. Sum OP. Next is called sub OP 5 comma 6. Next is called MULOP 10 comma 2. These are all called what? Come on, fast. Function call. And what is this is known as? Function call. Function call. Sub OP, sum OP, sub OP, MULOP. These are all called function calls. These function calls are there in some different program whose corresponding definitions are there in this place. In real time, what will happen? Somebody else will define the function definition in one place. All the team members will use that definition, will call the definition in many places in the same project across any programs. Right now, it gives an error. What is that error? Name error, name error, name error. Some OP not found. You cannot access it. Keep a comment. Run this now. It is going to be a name error. Error. Again, it is going to be like that. MULOP. Again, it is an error. I cannot access. What did you understand? Wherever you define in the same place only you can access, you cannot access into other places. Now tell me, if I want to access the definition of one program, function definition of one program into where? Another program. AOP.py is the program name. Where I am having some OP, sub OP, MLOP are the definitions. And SE2 is another team member. He want to access, he want to call some OP of 4, 5 and a sub OP of some value. These are called function calls. Defined in one place, calling in some other place. By default, they are not going to possible to share in other program. If I want to share it, there is a concept called what? So what is the use of modules? Modules concept makes us to understand how to share global variables, functions from one program to another program, provided both the programs present in the same folder. If they are present into different folders, we cannot use modules. Modules extension is what? Packages. We need to use it. Is it clear or not clear? Clear. So functions makes us to understand how to reuse global variables functions in same program. Functions won't provide the code reusability across the programs. To use my global variables and functions across the programs, we go for which concept? Modules. Provided both the programs present in where? Same folder. If different folders, different environments, different networks, I must go for packages. These are the three reusable things are there in functional programming. When I go to object-oriented programming, there is a concept called inheritance is there. That is going to be different. So inheritance is going to be different. So I will be going for talking. Is it clear? So do you understand why I am going for modules? Now I am coming to the module important. Now let us go to one small example. One more example I am going to introduce. Please follow me carefully. SC3 dot or something like kvr.py. In this place kvr.py want to generate a calendar month. I want to generate I want to generate 2006 July 20 details, month details I want. What to do? Already I know the function name called month. 2006, comma what? 7 I will pass. Every function of Python belongs to what? Every function of Python belongs to what? Module. Beginning, simple. I said definition of that. And it is, if I run my code, you are getting name error. In my previous example, sc2.py is a function call. What is an error? Like that today also, I got which error? Name error. It is a name error. It is called function call. It is a function call. Yesterday, there is a reduce function. Reduce is a function I called. Immediately we imported what? FUNC tools. Like that. Today, I am using what? One module is there. What is the module name? Import calendar. Now I will write print of calendar dot month of like that I am passing it. What is this now? You see, the moment when I say import calendar, then only this starts working. Try to run this now. So I got this now. I got this month or not? Are you able to follow, students? So finally, I am going to get it. Today, I am saying calendar is a month. Calendar is a module which is already available in the Python environment. It is known as what? Predefined module. Predefined module. Predefined alternative name is what? Built-in. Built-in. Built-in means English meaning is already defined. Already defined. Is it clear or not clear? Clear. Is it you defined or already defined? Right. How they defined? What steps they followed? I want to tell you. So that I can also develop my own modules. How they developed a calendar module, I also want to follow. Same way I will also follow. So in the same manner, I'll go to my place, AOP. This is called maths info. What is the maths info contains? Global variables. Where I am using in SE1. What is the AOP? Function definitions. Where I'm using in where? SE2. SE2. That is nothing but I want to make a module now. How to make a module? Two types of modules. Predefined modules, programmer defined modules. Predefined modules are dealing with what? Universal requirements like calendar generation, factorial of a number calculation, any mathematical calculation. From now onwards, so many modules I'm going to introduce daily. Learning Python is nothing but learning about what? Modules. Beginning we discussed it. That we are now onwards, we are discussing so many things. How to develop our own module? Very, very simple. Defining a module is nothing but writing a Python program with global variables and with function definitions. Again, a Python module is nothing but defining a Python program with a collection of global variables and a collection of function definitions. That is called programmer defined module. If I want to define a programmer defined module, you have to remember two things. Take a file name. Define the global variable. That is going to be actually known as what? File name, correct? And every file name acts as what name? Module name. That's all. Dead easy. That's why modules is only two topic, because every module contains global variables, functions only. Already functions we discussed almost 10 days, I think so. 11 days I discussed it. So this is a file name which contains what variables? Why this module contains global variable? Through modules concept only, I can share my data from one program to another program. So come to this SE1. SE1, this person want to use what? PI and what? E. From which place? Maths info. Every maths info is known as what actually? File name. In that what are present? That is acting as what? Here you come to that. When I used reduce function, I was imported module now FUNC tool or not? Similar manner. Today I want to import which module? Maths info. So how do you reuse your data members of one module into another program? By using which keyword? Import. Import. Come on. Import is a keyword. Name of the module. Maths info. Maths info. Okay. This PI belongs to what? I may go for import what? AOP also. AOP also. PI belongs to which module you have to call? You have to tell to PVM. PI belongs to which module? So you have to call PI as what? Maths.py. You have to call E as what? Maths info dot what? E. E. And this part you remove. When I'm importing the data members, you must call with respect to what name? Module name. You must call the function name with respect to what name? Module name. Because they are belongs to that. X module, Y module, Z module. In that different functions are there. How can you call them? Module name dot function name, module name dot function name, like that. Are you able to follow? Now run now. Run this now. Am I getting my answer or not? So how it is possible? Are you able to understand now? Maths info is known as what? File name. Actually, it is known as what? Every file name is not a module name. Remember that. A file name which contains two things. Number one, global variables. Number two, functions. That is a module eligibility criteria. Any Python program contains a global variable and functions, that is known as what? Global variables and functions is there. That file name is known as what? Module name. Suppose instead of that, I'm writing here you see printf hello. I'm writing printf. I'm writing hi, writing like this. Printf, what is this now? Something like Python, like that I wrote. This is only file, it is only file name. It is not a module name. Why? No global variables, no function definition. It is containing just statements. It is not a module because statements are not possible to share. What are possible to share? Who is going to provide the code reusability? Either in terms of global variables or in terms of functions. Is it a module? It is just a file name. So avoid that and get it back. I will take it what? Then this is called what? Module name. Are you following me? The moment when you say import here, the moment when you say import, then this one is known as what? Module name. The moment when you treat it as any file name as a module name, how can you know that it is a module name? If somebody says what? Import. If somebody says import, then that is known as what? Module name. This is a file name. And you written just a module name. By writing your a module name, it doesn't make that it is a module name. If you import, then that time it is treated by the PVM as what? The moment when you make it as an import, internally one folder will create. Because it is not necessary to be known, but learn that also. The moment when you take your file name as a module name, automatically one folder will create by the PVM itself. Double underscore py cache, py cache. Under that, this is a folder created. Within the folder, your file name is going to be considered with this format. That is an actual module name. What is our module name? What is our module name? Maths info dot py kada Madhubabu, you know. C Python. What is C Python? What is the C Python? Standard name of Python. It is going to contain C Python 312, 312 or 310 or 311. What is this 312, 310, 311? Version .pyc. .pyc. What is the .pyc is called? What is .pyc is called? Have you heard in my class? Have you heard in my class? Where? In Hyderabad only, correct? Where? In the camera. Gajani Sal. So it is when I said interpretation process, sum.py, source code is submitted to compiler. Compiler generates bytecode with an extension .pyc. Bytecode submitted to PVM. PVM converts bytecode into native understanding format of OS, which is understandable by PVM and OS and processor gives the result. Explained already, but not remembering. చదివితే కదా ఎప్పుడన్నా ఏం చేస్తారా మీరంతా అసలు? So go to the place here, go to the place C colon. Here I'm going to take users and KVR and then here PyCharm projects. Where is my folder? First of all, are you seeing this? First of all, are you seeing this? You observe it. C colon, users, KVR, PyCharm project, 6 p.m. modules. This is I'm going to show you. So there I'm going to show you. This is what I'm saying. PyCharm projects and 6 p.m. 6 p.m. modules. Under that it is created. Are you observing that? Inside of that, see that carefully. Inside of that, you see carefully. What is that? Read out. Maths info dot what? C Python hyphen 312. Python compiled file. Python compiled file. Sir, where is the .pyc? I'm showing that. Say, select that. Say right click. Go to show more options. Properties. Properties. You see that properties. Properties of this I'm going to show you. Come down, come down. .pyc. .pyc. What is the .pyc contains? Hmm? Huh? Byte code. ఎందుకు మీరు అసలు? Huh? Why are you coming? Why are you coming here? Hmm? Why are you coming? Go to that diagrammatic representation of interpretation process. See that here I am writing source code, compiler, .pyc, intermediate code. Intermediate code of Python is called what? Bytecode. Submitted to PVM. PVM will do this and finally giving. This is a diagram. How Python program executes internally, I already said. So this point I am going to take it. So go to the place and you are understood that entire thing. Did you understand that entire procedure, students? This is the one. So you got it. Let us close this point. Is it clear? Now tell me, maths info is called what now? If anybody asks, what is the exact name of module? What is the exact name of module? Generally, websites and trainers will say every Python program is a module name. They will say it is a wrong actually. Every Python file is not a module. Any Python file contains global variable and function definitions. It's eligible to say it is a module. When you say it is an eligible to say module, that is not treated by the module. When you import such a type of file name as an import statement, PVM will create one folder called __ PyCache. Within that, it is going to take file name .cpython - version of that .pyc. That is called module name. Because that is a compiled code can be used anywhere else in my entire project. Source code cannot use anywhere else. Compiled code you are using it. See in this place, import maths info. This maths info is not a source code. This is called what? .pyc code, that is. Compiled code we are going to import. This is called a module name. Generally, students will think what? This is called module name. Source code is not a module name. What is an exact module name? Just now I shown. Mathsinfo.cpython - 312.pyc. That is an actual module name. Got it? Go to next. Online students, are you getting students? Devulapalli Kushal. PyCoda. What is the PyCode? Bytecoda, PyCoda. Bytecoda, PyCoda. Kushal, I want to talk to you. PyCoda, Bytecoda. Because when you say PyCode, they will ask you, please show your faculty once, they will say. Intermediate bytecode. Like that you have to say. If you say intermediate PyCode, they will ask you, please show your faculty once to me, they will say. When you show my photo, all of a sudden they will do something else. Because I did not say like that. Because if you don't know answer, I said one technique for you already. What is the technique? If you don't know answer, for example, you give your all notebooks. Your question is there in these books. You read the notebooks. At least they will have a positive approach about you. What is that positive approach? Okay, he is a good candidate. Their sir also taught that subject. And if you give time to this candidate, he will do good for us. At least they will have some soft corner on you. If you say something wrong, it's a problem. This is my kind advice. Okay, now? When you go to interview, take total books to interview and ask some question. If you know answer, you tell. If you don't know, please read my notebook. Tell them. Now, come to the point. Now come to AOP.py. What is this AOP.py actually? Come on, quickly. File name. It is called a file name. It is called file name. And now I am going to treat it as what name? Module name. It doesn't mean that when you write like that, it is not going to be treated as a module name, because that's now I shown you already. Already I said now here C:, program files. Here it is called Java. Sorry. So going to this place, C colon users and KVR here and PyCharm projects under that where it is 6 p.m. modules under that PyCache. Only one thing is available. Now I will go to this place all the way SC2. Today I'm going to do what? Import what? AOP. What I will do here? Call it as what? AOP dot. Answer is coming. AOP dot. Answer is coming. Perfect. AOP dot. Answer is coming. Run this example. That time, the moment when you run it, that time it is going to be treated as a module name. Run this now. Perfect answer is coming. That time it is treated as a module name. What is the module name? AOP dot C Python hyphen 312 dot PYC. Go there. See automatically coming. AOP dot C Python 312 compiled Python file. Go to the place, say right click, show more options, properties. I'm having what here? Dot .pyc. Are you getting or not? Perfect. Perfect. I'm going to say. Are you able to understand this? Now, online students, I think you are getting me. Clear or not clear? Now, what I'm using? Defining a module is easy or difficult? Come on. Now you may ask a question. Sir, print you are using print. Print. Print is also called one function or not? Print is also one function. Filter was also function. Pin was also function. Every function of Python belongs to what? Module. But am I using any module name dot? Here I am using module name dot or not? Earlier I used matchinfo.py, matchinfo.ei written or not? But here I wrote it what? Print directly I wrote it here. Print directly I wrote it. But this function also need to write with one module name or not? But this module is by default imported to every Python program whose name is called built-ins, whose name is called built-ins. It is a default module name imported to every Python program. It is a default predefined module imported to every Python program. You need not to import. By default, it is imported. Best example, if you know C programming, printf and what? Scanf. Your sir will write immediately what? Hash include stdio.h will write. Today, don't write it. After going to home, don't write it. When you use a pure C, C++ software, when you use printf and scanf, don't include stdio.h. Your program will run happily. Your program will run happily. Pure C, C++ I'm talking about. That means by default, out of 256 header files, which header file is included by default? stdio.h. So every language developer by default give one header file for you. C language, which header file? stdio.h. Because minimum requirement, printf, scanf daily. Java, if you come, their packages. One package is by default imported. That is called java.lang. Java.lang package is imported by default. In Python, one module is imported by default. What is that module? Built-ins. What is the built-ins? Built-in, built-ins. Built-in is an English word. Built-ins module name. So what is the default module name? Have you heard about built-ins in my class anytime? Where? It is an implicit global variable. It is an implicit global variable. If anybody did not hear about it, then you can open this. Because you will not listen many things. I'll go to C colon, where is it? 6 p.m. functions. 6 p.m. functions, I will open it. There it is a global function example 1.py. You try to run this. Here you are having one thing called what here? Module built-ins. Module built-in. This I am showing third time during this explanation time. Very recently I shown. And again I am showing. It is a built-in module. What is the name? What is the built-ins? Which module? default predefined module, which is imported automatically to the Python program. So that is understandable. So what is my conclusion today? Out of many modules in Python, which module is imported? Built-ins module. That's why print statement I am not writing what? Built-ins dot print I am not writing. So that's why we are not writing. Filter also I wrote something directly. Map also I wrote directly. But reduce I wrote what? FUNC tools dot I wrote it. Calendar dot month I wrote it. Sys dot exit I wrote it. AOP dot sum OP of I am writing. AOP dot sub I am writing. Match info dot E I am writing. Like that I am writing. Are you able to follow? So shall I move forward? Online students, did you understand? Did you understand? Okay. So teacher is also saying. Yesterday also shown you, sir. Shown you, sir. Shown you, sir. To us. I remembered. Okay. So teacher is also saying means students must remember. So students remember it. So now I will move to the further. Now I will move to the further. Now I am going to say one more example I am going to tell you. Carefully remember what are the steps for ICICI.py. ICICI.py. What is this ICICI.py is called today? File name. Do you know the eligibility to make it as a module name? Now I am taking what is that? P name is equal to ICICI. Next time writing ADDR is equal to HYD. HYD. Now I am writing DEF. Simple INT. Simple INT. This is the one I am taking. Simple INT. Do you know how to write simple INT? What I will do? What I will do? P is equal to, quickly I will write it, int of or float of. I am taking here input of, enter, enter principal amount, enter principal amount. Next I'm going to take it what you know, float of what students, input of, enter, come on ma, enter time, enter rate of interest of time, R is equal to float of what, here I am writing, enter what is this, rate of interest, rate of interest. Okay, enter rate of interest. Now I am going to calculate SI and TOT amount to pay. Amount to pay. What is the SI here? P plus SI. P plus SI. P plus SI. I will say P plus what? SI is equal to what? P star T star R by what? 100. 100. TOT AMT is equal to P plus SI. Then I will print. Then I'll print some small line of control. Now I'm printing here. Now I'm printing there. Principal amount I'm printing. Principal amount I'm going to print it. Backslash T. Now I'm taking here principal amount. I'm going to write it dot format of P. So I say here print of. I'm saying here a print of. What is this now? Backslash T. What is this now? Time. I'm going to say time dot format of what? T. Now I'm going to take it print backslash T. What is this now? Rate of interest. Rate of interest. Rate of interest. Dot format of what? Come on. Or. Now I will write it. Print of what? Backslash T. Simple interest. Simple interest. Simple interest. I'll write it what? Dot format of what? SI. Now I'm going to take up last one. I'm going to say total amount to pay. Total amount to pay. There I'm saying dot format of what? TOT AMT. This is my function. So I defined global variables. Here they are called what? Here B name and what? ADDR are called global variables, global variables. And this is called what here? Come on, function name, function definition. This is function definition. This is defined for many people. Earlier we used to write what? Main program. We used to call it as what? Simple int. Try to run this now. So got the answer 1000 here, 2 and 3. I got my answer as 1060. Well, this is done excellent. Now this is called what? Similar program reusability. My interest is what? SC3.py. Some other programmer, SC3.py, he is writing SC3.py. There I am writing here bank name, I am saying, bank name I am saying, comma what? B name I am saying, B name. Next is called what? Bank address. Bank address I am going to take it. Bank address, comma what? ADDR I am taking. And I am going to call it as simple int. All of them are errors because PVM don't know what is what is B name in this SC3, not identified. It is an error. Keep comment. You run this ADDR, again error. It is an error. Again it is an error. And a simple int is an error again. Error again. Completely it is an error. Completely it is an error. So it is going to be called what? I am not able to access other program related global variables and functions. Normally I cannot access. So how can I access it? Treat this file name as what? Module name. So module name. So did you understand the importance of module? Module is nothing. Module is a collection of global variable function definition. So what is an eligibility to say to the module? Inside the module, you must define first step global variable. Second step, define functions. Third step, save that entire development on some file name with an extension called .py. Three steps say define global variables, define functions, save that entire development on one file name. That is known as what? Module name. That I am using. Online students, go to the place here. How do you use it? Remove the comment. Come on, I forget. How to reuse the module from one program to another program? Which approach? Import. There are two approaches that are there to reuse. One is import. One more is from import. That you don't worry. First you worry about the import. Spell out like hash include. What is the hash? Don't know. What is include? Don't know. Angular brackets, left angular bracket, right angular bracket. I can write double quotes also. What is the significance? Don't know. Everything don't know. But here I will tell everything. Import, from import, total syntaxes I will tell you. Subject knowledge is important. Right? Come to the point. Import, what is this now? ICICI. What is this is called ICICI. It is under that. B name belongs to which module? ICICI. Suppose for example, import SBI. Something I said. It is going to be B name belongs to SBI or B name belongs to ICICI. That's why you need to give the clarity to the PVM. You need to tell B name belongs to what? ICICI dot. Done. Next, ICICI dot. Next is called what? ICICI dot. Simple int. Try to run it. Run now. See that answer. ICICI. Enter the principal amount. 2,304. I got my answer. Clear or not clear? Clear. So, students, you see module name. Go to my place, PyCharm, and see that users and KVR. Under that PyCharm project students, under that 6 p.m. modules, underscore PyCache, under that ICICI.cpython-312, which is a Python compiled file. Python compiled file contains what code? Bytecode. Who will generate bytecode? Who will generate bytecode? Huh? Huh? Who will generate more? Compiler or PVM? Sure. Instead of calling compiler, you call it as what? Python compiler. Who are you? Who are you? Student, no, Python student. Student another undadu asalu. Student is nowhere else. Python student, Java student, C language student, BTech student, like only student is not there. Air student, air student. Okay, look at that. Now, are you following this? Coming to the point back. Clear or not clear? Done. So, what did you understand this now? Types of module. Go to once to your index. Go to once. Purpose of module makes us to understand how to reuse the global variables and functions from one program to another program, provided module and main program belongs to the same folder. If it is belongs to different places, it is not possible to reuse. Next, a definition of what? Module. Definition of module. What is the definition of module? A module is a collection of global variables, function names, class names. Right now, don't worry about the class names. So much disturbance. So types of what? Modules. Types of modules. So how many modules? Predefined module. What are the modules? Calendar, OS. I'm going to tell from now onwards so many modules. Math module, C math module, so many modules I'm going to tell you. Next, programmer or user or custom defined module. These modules defined by you, where first step, take global variables, take function names, save that entire thing on some file name that is treated as a file name.py, acts as a module name. Under that one folder created, file name.cpython-312.pyc. So example of predefined, programmer defined. Steps for development of what? Programmer defined module 1, 2, 3. So coming to this point, disturbance. If this stopped, so I don't want, because I want a pin drop silence. So any online students will not have that problem, because this is distracting the class. Go to the place I want to take up now. A small discussion now. About the modules I will discuss. I don't want to write again because already you know. Modules in Python. Start. All of you read out. Start. We know that functions are used for performing certain operation and provides code reusability within the same program, but not possible to provide code reusability across the programs. Already explained? Good. You have seen? I defined in one place, I accessed in some other place, we got which error? Name error. That is not possible to reuse. The purpose of modules concept is that to reuse the functions, global variables, names, and class names. Don't worry about class names, I'll tell you. From one program to another program, provided both the programs present in same folder. If they present in different folder, I will use what? Packages. Okay. Definition of module. A module is a collection of functions, global variable names, and class names. And class names. A module is a collection of functions, global variable names, and class names. Are you following me? Right. So what is the eligibility to say the file name is a module name? Global variables must be there, or function names must be there, or any one of it must be there. Only statements are there. Are they eligible to say? No. So that is done. Types of modules. In Python programming, predefined modules are there, programmer defined module. I am giving predefined module. These modules are already defined by Python language developers. That means row some kind of people, and available in Python software, used by all the Python language programmers like you for dealing with a universal requirement like generating calendars, generating random numbers. Examples: FUNC tools, SYS, Math, Calendar, RE, Pickle, Threading, CSV. So many modules I will tell you. So many modules. So pickle means not mango pickle. Thinking like that. Now, just I got thing like that. So this is very important. Pickling, define pickling. Gunshot question. Gunshot is a very serious example. Now, out of many predefined modules, by default, one of the predefined module called built-ins imported to all Python programs, and it is called a default imported Python module. They'll ask you which of the following module is a default Python module? Sys, pickle, built-ins, built-in, built-ins, ins, built-in also I will give that you have to go for built-ins. Now, coming to the point of it, programmer or user or custom defined module. That means you are developing for your project level. These modules are developed by Python programmers. You are developing available in your project, used by what? Other members of the same project for dealing with common requirements of the same project. AOP, Maths Info, ICICI, like that I will use my own modules. Are able to follow? Right. This is called what? Introduction to module. If anybody asks you, what are the reusable things in Python? Number one, functions in the same program. Number two, modules across the programs, provided both of them present in where? Same folder. Number three, packages across the folders, across the environments, across the networks, anywhere else you can access. Okay. Online students, is this document is clear? Hemnath, we can use user input also. We can use user input also. So you are asking the doubt or not, I don't know. Are you asking question or doubt? I don't know. Hemnath, are you asking doubt or you are saying answer? Are you asking doubt or answer or doubt? Quickly. You are saying answer or doubt. Hemnath, doubt. He is asking, see the doubt. Put a question mark then. Sir, we can use user input also. You have to, it is like an answer you are giving. Can we get user input? Like that you have to ask. Sir, can we use user input also? That is already explained. Already explained. Where? ICICI.py. Am I getting input or not? I'm getting input. So, Hemnath, you see this example. You see this example. See, am I getting user input or not? 2500, 1.2 and 3.4. I'm getting the answer. Is it not a user input? In my class, everything is there. If you listen carefully, while listening, if you hear and they're walking in the home, problem will come because you will not see the screen. You will watch only voice. So I want bank name and address. No problem. You go to that. What is there? You want bank name and address. Go to that. So here you go to that. You remove this now. You remove this now. What you will do? What you will do? If you ask that doubt means you did not touch the laptop so far. So p name is equal to what is this now? Input of enter your bank name. Actually, it is not a doubt at all. First of all, ADDR is equal to ADDR is equal to input of what is this now? Enter bank address. Hemnath did not touch the laptop so far. So that is damn sure. What is this now? Bank name. Bank name, I will say. I will print what? B name. Next, I will say what? Print of what? Bank address. Bank address. Colon what? ADDR. That's all. Go to this place, SC3. That time I don't use it. I put a comment. Why? I did not take it as a global variable. See, student, Hemnath, bank name. What is your bank name? Tell me quickly. What is your bank name? Quick. BY. What is BY? Bank of ఏం నాలెడ్దామె. In my colony also there Bank of India. In my colony also BY is there. BY. Boy. Next bank address. Bank address. So RMPTR I will write it. So I'll write amount here 2000. I'll say 3, 4. I got it. Got the output. Happy? Hemnath? Happy? Huh? Quickly. Quick. Yes. Happy. So like that, I want to clarify the doubt. Happy. All happies. No student should go with unhappy because I want to tell like that. So, but I want to take it as what? Global variable also. Global variable also. I want a global variable also. Go to the place. I will remove that. I'll remove that. And I will go to this. So here I'll take as usual this place. Where is it? ADDR. And next is called what here? What is that? Bname. Bname is equal to what? ICI. BY. So try to run this example now. Try to run this example. Got this one. 4000 and 5 and 6. Like this, you got it. Okay now? Now, what is this? I'm using import. So is it clear this documentation? Now I'm going to tell how to reuse the global variables functions of one module into another program. Modules will provide accessibility, but how to use it? How to use it? By using import. In Hyderabad, in supermarket, items are there. How to import in my home or not? How to import? Import. So how to use the global variables and functions of one module into another program? Which keyword again? Import. What is import? Keyword. Used for what purpose? To reuse global variables, functions of one module into another program. Understand? Well, that is what I used in my program called what? Import ICICI. If I write it ICICI 1, you got what? Suppose without importing, see, already there is a module called what? ICICI. Without importing, I am calling ICICI.bname, ICICI.addr, ICICI.simpleint. Without importing, I am calling. What will happen? Which error? Huh? Name error or module not found error? Name error or module not found error? Huh? So look at here. I'm going to say, what is this now? Name error. Name error. Now I'm going to take up here. I will go for what? ICICI 1. ICICI 1 I say. What is this error called? Module not found error. So take care. So module not found error. So I need to take it what now? ICICI. Are you understanding this? Fine. So how many imports in import keyword? How many syntaxes are there? How many approaches are there to use the global variables functions from one program to another program? There are totally two approaches are there. One is by using import statement, one more by using from import statement. With the import statement, how many syntaxes are there? 4. From import statement, how many syntaxes are there? 3. Totally, how many syntaxes are there? 7. 7. In industry, we will use what? 6. Last one, we don't use it because the quality of the application reduces when you use 7th one. But as a teacher, I will share all the 7. 7th one, not recommended. So now I will go for it. Now I will go to further. So coming to the further about the number of approaches to reuse the modules. Here you observe my index here. Observe my index. Number of approaches to reuse modules. By using what? Import statement. By using from import statement, I'm going to use. With import statement, I am telling the number of syntaxes. With that, I am telling about what? Syntax number 1, syntax number 2, and a syntax number 3, and a syntax number 4. Syntax number 4. With this from import statement, I have what? syntax number 1, syntax number 2, syntax number 3. These things are there. Totally, how many syntaxes by 2 to 7 are there? First one I am going to tell. This approach already discussed. This part already done or not? So I am going to tell about with things. Import. I am writing import stmt example1.py. Import statement syntax 1.py. Syntax 1.py. That I am going to take up. Here I am going to write it. What is that now? Take it as it is. Now I am taking this part here like that. Here I want to use it what again? I'm going to take up, come on, some OP of 1020, print of what is this now? Value of what? PI is equal to what? PI. Is both of them give error or not? Some OP present in which module? So AOP, AOP. Go to that place. Come on, import AOP. And I will call it as what? AOP.py, sum.py. And this is present in where? Maths info. Import what? Maths info. Maths info. How do you write it now? Maths info.py. Maths info.py. Info. Info.py. So, are you following me? Right. Run this. See, number of modules are import, 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 I said. Run this. Got it. So 4000 and the time is 4 and then 6. I got the answer. Some value also I got. Pi value also I got it. How many modules I imported? Separate lines I imported. Syntax number 2. Syntax number 2. Be careful. I'm going to use it. See students, carefully you observe. When I'm going to import a statement, I'm calling their belongings with a module name. I'm calling them their belongings with what name? Module name. Like your name, your surname will be there, right or not? Like that. Syntax number 2, I'm talking about it. Easy. There I'm talking import ICICI. This also I will carry. Here I will say, here I'm going to write it. 2.py import ICICI dot AOP dot maths info. I can write it. In the single line, I can write it. That is the syntax number 2. Importing multiple modules at the same line. Importing multiple modules one by one. Importing all the modules at a time. Can I write hash include stdio.h comma, conio.h comma, like that? Can I write? No. Why? You already tested, huh? Without testing, you are saying no. Without testing, you will say no. If I show you, what will happen? Anything before saying, na, you have to be confident. Without testing, no, like that. Because you are there in the four walls in the middle, you are there. Not like global knowledge is required. So come to the point of it. Come on, in the single line, run this code, done. Output. So 2004 and 5 got an output. Got it out? So I want a sub OP I am taking. It is going to give you subtraction. It is going to give you 4000, 5 and 6 got the result. Now I want what? This is in which line? Same line. See, ICICI.B name, ICICI.address, ICICI. Simple in. My hands are paining by typing ICICI, ICICI, ICICI. It's my time waste. I don't want to type complete module name. Your name is called what? So big name. Guido van Rossum, Netherlands. How your parents will call? Shortcut, big name. Shortcut. That is called what shortcut? That is nickname. So module also you can give a short name so that I can type quickly. I can access my belongings easily. That is called alias name. Spell out alias name. Every student will have alias name in your home or not? You have alias name also, right? So come to the point of it. That is called syntax number 3. Giving an alias name to the module. Giving an alias name to the module. 3.py. 3.py. So I'm going to give you the 3.py. Sir, how do you give the alias name, sir? See, students, how simple it is. There I'm writing how simple it is, students. ICICI as IC, AOP as A, Match Info as M. While I'm giving alias name, they must have unique names must be given. In your home, there are two children are there. Will you give same alias name? Huh? You will give different alias name. Why different alias name? Because when they become big, if you call the same name, both of them will look at back. So you need to give some different alias names to be given. Alias names must be unique. Sir, if I give it IC, if I give IC, what will happen? If I write IC, which IC will be given preference? Latest IC will be given because Python is an interpreter. Here I am writing IC. Here I am giving IC. Here also I am giving IC. Here also I am giving IC. Here also I am giving IC. It will give you error now. Why error? Because IC does not contain what? PI. PI is a variable called with respect to IC. IC is an object of maths info. So it is going to give you what? Latest one only is considered. Old ones will not consider. This will give you what? Attribute error, attribute error, attribute error, attribute error is coming. So if I try to run it, you are going to get attribute error. Are you following? Module match info does not contain what? B name. So while I am giving alias names, they must be what? Come on, fast. Yes, what? Yeah. So what is this as? As is a keyword. As is a keyword. As what? M. So I'm going to give you as what? A dot. And here it is called what? M dot. Because of giving alias name, is my work becoming speed or not? Match info as M. If I want to refer pi 20 times, match info 20 times, I need to write a M dot simply. So it is going to be called like this. Output is 4,203. Am I getting answer or not? This is called what? Giving an alias name for modules line by line. One line at a time, I'm giving alias name. Getting my point? Because of alias name, my things will become speed. Understand? Alias names must be unique or duplicate? Unique. Good. Let us go to the syntax number 4. Online students, are you following? So today I'm not talking to you very regularly. So taking some more time. I think you are following me. So not watching any TV serials and not listening my class. Okay. Getting the point. Okay. Good. Go to the next point. I'm taking next one like this. Take the same thing. Take the same thing. I'm giving alias names. I'm giving alias names in the same line as K, AOP as V, and match info as R. What is this now? In the same line, I am giving alias name. I will call it as K. I'll call it as K. I will call it as V, and K. I will call it as what? K, and I'll call it as what? V, and I'll call it as what? R. R. That's all. So even I'm going to get it. So here I'm going to say 4,005 and then 8. I got my data. Are you following me? Any doubt? Any doubt? You don't think that you do have any doubt like that? Any doubt you have? No doubt. Now my doubt is, after alias name, can I use original name? Can I use original name? I'm not typing. If it is working, you will say, okay, working. If it is red line is there, you will say error. That's why I'm not typing. If I write original name, will it work or not? Hmm. Huh? Yes or no? So they are calling on your nickname. Will you look at or not? When they call your original name, you look at or not? Then when I give original name, will it work or not? Hmm? Worka will not work. Work. Okay. See, it will not work. It will not work. It will not work. Are you following? Yes. See the answer. See the answer. See here. 4,000, 5, 6. Match info is an error. Once you give an alias name, it won't work the original one. So you have to go for what only? Alias name. These are important. They will ask you compulsory question. Okay, now. For predefined modules, when you give alias name will work plus predefined original name also will work. For programmer defined modules, when you give alias name, it will work only with alias name. For predefined modules, it will work with what? Alias names plus original name also it will work. Are you able to follow? Right. Clear up? This is syntax number 4. Import statement when I use alias name dot alias name dot alias name dot I am using. So what is import you understood? Import is a keyword used to reuse the global variables and functions of one module into another program. When I use import statement, I can access their belongings with respect to module name or with respect to alias name. Understand? How many syntaxes are there? 4. Importing single module at a time. Importing multiple modules in the single line at a time. Importing single module with alias name. Importing multiple modules with alias name. This part I will show you. This part I will show you. See that we know that modules collection of global variables and etc. To reuse the features, that is the global variables and class names and etc. We have two approaches. They are by using import statement, by using from import statement, by using import statement. Import is a keyword. Purpose of import statement is to refer or access variable names and function names and class names of module in the context of current program. 4 ways. Syntax number 1, done. Syntax number 2, same line, multiple modules, single module with alias name, single module with alias name, multiple modules with alias name, ICIC as I, AOP as A, match info as M. Hence, after importing multiple module names by using import statement, all the variable names, function names must access with respect to what? Module name or what? Alias name. Module name dot variable name, function name, class name. Alias name dot variable name, function name, class name. This is about which one? Import. Tomorrow class when I come back, I will talk about from import. But today I will upload these notes. And don't read this. By reading, if you don't understand why unnecessary. Of course, you don't read, I know that. Normal notes also you don't read, I know. And if any student, intelligent student, much curiosity student like me, what is there? I want to look into that. You don't do that, I know. But by mistake, in scrolling, if it is coming. So if anybody is there, it is also there. You don't read. It is my advice. Sorry, you need not advise. Already we don't read, you can say. You read that first one. But today I will upload this also. Tomorrow I will explain the second approach. Okay now? So tomorrow also I will continue the modules only. Okay now? I'll stop my class. Online students, Kodeshwara, shall we use alias to multiple modules on same name? Huh? On same name? Kodeshwara, on same name? You are asking? Hmm? Is it possible? Your name, your brother name, your younger brother, elder brother, and all your brothers, 4, 5 are there. All of them are called same name if they give. Will you get confused or not? Is it possible, my dear student? So it is not recommended to give, not possible to give. I already gave that. I already gave and shown. Again, same doubt is coming. This is what I don't like it. Okay, anyhow, I'll stop the class and tomorrow class I'll continue. Thank you, students. All the best. Online students, am I audible to you? Am I audible to you? Shahantu, already join concept explained in Python. Merging is also explained. That is a concatenation. Already explained in the class. Shahantu, already explained in the string part 2 only I explained it. String part 2 explained join function. Concatenation plus also I explained in the class. Already completed. Already that was completed. Read the string part 2. There is join function was explained. Already explained. Need to read our notes. Any more doubts? Shorthand operator, already explained. Shorthand operator, x plus is equal to 1. That is x is equal to x plus 1. Shorthand operator, that also explained. X plus is equal to 1. That is called x is equal to x plus 1. That is already explained. That is already explained. Shorthand operator, that is. Shamsuddin, substitute in place of BE, you substitute HA. Use indexing and slicing. You will get that output. In place of BE, you type HA. Use slicing. String data 0 to 2 is substituted with HA. You get the data from that separately and then remove that and then take the HA, concatenate with HA. In earlier also I was explained that. In earlier also I was taken out some letters and I took it some other letters with what, some other values we put it. By using slicing you can do it. Okay, students, there is no hand raising symbols are there. I will log out and I will upload these notes. That's very simple. Inner list concept you will use it. Inner list concept. Inner list concept. That is the inner list. This is called in the list. This is the 0th index. This is the first index. What you will do? LST of 0. You will get LST of 0. First one. In that you will get 1. Next LST of 2. LST of 1. Second one. So you will be getting another value. Whatever you are getting it. And I'm getting this as called what you are going to get it as in that value called 0. This also 0 only. So first values you are getting. And you are writing Harry, capital Harry. You use capitalize. Capitalize. All string functions you will use. Indexing and slicing you can use it. Right. Okay, students, take care. Don't miss the next class. Tomorrow class we'll move to that.